What's up, YouTube? Back today, part 2 of the Boss Citadel 25, Citadel Boss 25 12-gauge shotgun. Part 1 wasn't what I was expecting, wasn't what I was hoping, wasn't what I thought was going to happen, but I had a lot of issues with it, and it was with a load. I shoot 1,250 feet per second load, which this says you're only supposed to run 1,300 or better. But I've ran lots of this and I've never really had any issues with it. So what we're going to try it again, 1,250 feet per second. But when I went back to clean it, I noticed the barrel nut was loose, the gas tube nut was loose, and the shroud comes loose. So if you are going to buy one of these, you've got to double check every time you shoot it. You got to check your barrel nut. May not hurt to even put some blue Loctite on the thing. Check your gas tube nut. And when I get back into town, back from camping and all that, I'll take it apart and I'll kind of show you what happened and why I think that was the problem with this. But we're going to try it again. 1,250 feet per second, low brass. 2 3/4 inch shells, and we're going to give it a try. We're going to see what happens and try and see if it was just the gun needed a serious cleaning. Not only that, it was filthy dirty. The action wasn't working very good and it was filthy and all my bolts were coming loose. So we're going to try it again and we're going to see if it works, because I've shot lots of this stuff and I've never had any kind of problems with it up to this point. So, good cleaning, tighten everything up real well. We're going to give it a try. Part 2, Citadel Boss 25, 1,250 feet per second. Oh, it's on safety. Alright, we're going to give it a shot. I'm not shooting for accuracy, I'm only shooting for reliability. Well, didn't eject. Still not ejecting. Well, that one I think ejected. Well, we're still having some misfire issues with it. Huh, okay, well. We're still having ejection issues. Odd, because I've never had this problem before, and it didn't lock back either when it was done. So we're going to give some more. I brought a few more rounds with me. I'm not going to shoot a ton this time around. So that was 5. Try another 5. Not ejecting. That one didn't bolt back all the way. So maybe it's not as good as I thought. That was a full shell. I'm going to try that one again because that one didn't even get primed. I think I prematurely ejected it. Fill that in my pocket, I'll try it again. See, it's not locking back. So maybe this 1250 is not all that great. I've shot a lot of this and not had problems with it before. So, I don't know. All right. 10 more. This is a 10 rounder. That one ejected it, but didn't feed a new one in. That one almost fed one in, but didn't hit it. It's not hitting them. What the? Getting white primers on every other one. There we go. That one started going a little bit better, but didn't lock back. Started getting them to go a little bit. That was decent, I guess. All right, one more 10 rounder. 1,250 feet per second. One more. And then we'll see what happens. Two in a row. That time it started to go pretty well. I can load up another one. Give it another try now that it started kind of moving. Be right, let me load up one more and we'll give it a try. All right, so I loaded up again and we're gonna give it a try, see what happens. Three in a row went good. That was a light strike, full one. There's a few of them are full ones here that I'm gonna try again once I'm done. See what happens. And that one flipped the bolt back open. Let me load another one. Another 10 rounder. And that was that kind of bunk magazine that I was having. I was having an issue with one of the magazines just last time. So I'm going to try another one. They're starting to get a little bit more reliability out of them. Oh, most of the magazine. Got one that's kind of not feeding there right. So out of that magazine I had one issue. Now the factory 5 rounders, we're gonna try that. Keep an eye on this thing, it tends to get loose. Alrighty. Factory 5 round mag. Boom. All 5 of them. And one more 5 rounder. Try this one. All 5. So we're starting to get a little bit better reliability out of them. Maybe just needed to get warmed up after I cleaned it. You know, I don't know. I didn't lube it. I just cleaned it. So load up a few more just for sake of it starting to run good. Let's see how many I can get to run good. And we'll be right back. All right, so I loaded up one more 5 and one more 10, and we're going to see what happens. We'll do the 5 first and see what happens. So, oh, already got one. Oh. All right, we got it jammed in there. All right, I managed to get one jammed in there. All right, let's try that. All right, try that. Got a couple more that kind of got jammed, but and that one held the bolt open. So I'm going to try this one more time. But first, I have another 10 rounder We're gonna see how many I can blast through this 10 rounder without any mishaps here. Well, there you have it. It's shooting a lot better today after I cleaned it than it did last time with it all dirty. Now maybe that's an ammo problem. Maybe I'll come back with a part 3 with some better ammo that it actually recommends, and we'll see if maybe it's just an ammo, maybe it's reliable. As of so far, with just the cheap ammo, not so sure, but that's that, and I will be right back with the debrief on what I think today happened. Alright, so I drive back to camp. Takeaways from today's portion of the Citadel Boss 25 reliability test. I will say it did a lot better than part 1 by a lot. It did shoot considerable, especially once I got shooting them a little bit. You know, like I said, I didn't lube it, I just cleaned it real good and tightened everything up. And it shot a lot better, like way better, like 100 times better. Did we still have some misfires? Well, yeah, we still had some light strikes, we still had some misfeeds, some failed to eject, and so far, is it reliable? So far, I'm not thinking. I mean, it's fun to shoot. Hell yeah, it's way fun to shoot. But would I bet my life on it? At this point, I wouldn't bet my life on it. I wouldn't take that to battle if I had to, so far. But again, I'll go home, I'll clean it, and I'll do some better rounds. It may take me a bit to get to that episode because I got to go home and I got to buy some better quality ammo, and it's a lot more expensive. But we'll have to see. You know, it may not be out in the mountains because this is like a 4-hour drive to get out here. We just came camping for the weekend, so that being said, I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to make it to the range. Or it may just be at a range. It may not be at an actual mountain range. It might just be at an indoor shooting range, because that's what's near me, unless I go find somewhere outside out there to shoot, and that's fine. But either way, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Talking about today's session. Today's session, it did a lot better, like way better, like tons better. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't perfect. Did it shoot every round I put through it? No, it didn't. I still had some that light primer strikes, so far I'm thinking that it's not 100% reliable, that it may be difficult to bet my life on it. You know, that's definitely not my go-to if /when I need to defend myself. That may not be the first thing I run for so far. Again, I'm gonna grab some actual higher quality ammo next time. May run up to just a regular old shooting range or somewhere, or we'll find somewhere and we'll do a part 3. Actually, part 3 might be go home and take it apart and show you where the fail points are, and if you are going to buy one of these, where to keep an eye on every time you use it. You got to go home and clean it and tighten those things up. And is it a fun gun? Hell yeah, it's a fun gun. And I have, like I said, I've shot that ammo, that 1250 feet per second ammo plenty of times. I went out shooting with the guys, and I was shooting just fine with it. It was cycling perfectly. After the gun's been broken in, maybe it doesn't like that cheap ammo. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But anyway, that's the video. You know, you be the judge. If you want to go out and buy one of these, just know that so far, from what I'm seeing, it may not be the most reliable gun to use for like home defense or any kind of self-defense scenario, SHTF scenario. If you need to grab a AR-15 and a shotgun, would I recommend that one? So far, with the cheap ammo, with anything under 1,300 feet per second, so far I'm inclined to say no on that. But again, like I said, and I did have some of the 10 round mags were kind of, I had one that's kind of sticky when I was loading it. Again, not trying to blame the magazine, I'm just trying to think of all scenarios but anyway, appreciate you watching. If you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button, that like it, comment. I don't have any I have subscribers. I don't have any sponsors. I buy all this stuff myself, and that's why it's kind of tricky for me to get out here sometimes and actually do these kind of videos, because I got to pay for all this. That gun I bought myself, the ammo, the bolt, all that I bought myself. So it's kind of hard to get out here. So if you wouldn't mind, just hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's cost you nothing. Helps me out a ton. And with that I can do more of these kind of videos and help me. And again, appreciate y'all. Love you. Do the YouTube stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.